Hi all. Okay, so now we'll do number 4. Let's run it and see what it does. So it prints out a database table. Hopefully you understand what a table is. I have a few videos on MySQL and Oracle that show what a database table is. So, this is first column, second column, third column is the price, first record, second record, third record, and so on. Okay, so let's check out the code. First part's the same as the previous one. HTML code, HTML code. Here's the PHP code. So this starts the PHP script. This ends the PHP script. We make a connection to the database as we did in the previous videos. Get a handle to the connection here. Then on that handle, on this handle here, we select one of the databases. So on this database connection, use the Jav database. Okay, if you can't do that, then quit. Okay, so now we have a handle to this database here. Okay, so now we're connected to this database. Okay, so now we're going to create an SQL statement. Hopefully you know what SQL is. You don't have to be a genius at it, just understand the basics. So this is a simple select statement. Select all of the columns from the products table. Okay, so this line here, it's not actually executing the select statement. It's just storing this string inside this variable. Okay, and then this variable comes down here and we say, okay, run the query, run this statement. And then when you get the results, store it in here. So this string of text is stored in here. And then we do the query on that variable using that string of text. After it runs the query, it stores the results here. What are the results? The results are this stuff here. This is what gets printed out down below here. So all this information here is stored inside here. PHP just knows what it's working with and it knows how to handle the data. Okay, so it says if my result doesn't work. That's a not, right? If my result does not work, print out this error message. Okay, so we have the results from the query. This is the query stored in here. and then we use that down here. This is how we print this information here. So we use fetch, get one row, get the first row from the result. Right? This result here, the results of this query, is stored here. That looks like this. So when we say MySQL fetch row on the result, it gets the first row here. The first row is 1, and then hammer, and then the price. And this information here is stored inside here. This is an array, so now we have to print that out. The array is storing that information. So then we just do simple print statements. Print out row for 0, the first item in the array. Prints out the 1. Print out row for 1, the second item in the array. Prints out hammer. Print out row for 2, that's the third item in the array. 1, 2, 3. Prints out the price, $9.99. Then we do a break, we get a new line, moves it down to the second line here. Then it comes back up and does MySQL fetch row again on the result. It just magically knows where it left off, so it goes up and it gets the second row. It goes up and grabs this row, stores that inside $row. Then it does the 3 printouts again. Print out row for 0, that prints the 2. Row for 1, that prints the saw. Row for 3, that prints the price, $15.95. Does another new line, comes back up, gets the next row, so it grabbed this row here, stores it in $row, does the printouts again. Row for 0, prints out 3. Row for 1, prints out screwdriver. Row for 2, prints out the price. Does the new line, grabs this guy here. Okay, so then it does a new line. Then we come back up, MySQL fetch row, it grabs the next row, stores it in $row. Then it does the printout again. Row for 0, prints out the 4. Row for 1, prints out pliers. Row for 2, prints out the price. Does a new line, does the fetch again, MySQL fetch row on the result, grabs that row, stores it in $row, does the printout. Row for 0, prints the 5. Row for 1, prints the drill. Row for 2, prints the price. Does the new line. Then it does MySQL fetch row again, and there are no more results. So it returns false. So this while loop is now false. So it stops. And then on the result, we free the results. We release the handle to the query. And what should be in here Then we close the database. So then we close the connection to the database. Okay, so next video, number 5, we'll expand on this just a little more. Okay, see ya. Bye.